Going on, everybody? Cable Guy Hen with you here. Got a little update video for you. Let you know about the scooter situation. I'm taking the video down. By the time you're watching this, the video, A Call to Help, has been taken down because I've raised more than enough money to get me a good, newer used scooter, either one, and make a good sized donation to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Just got to transfer the money over to my checking account so I can go pick up a scooter. So I should have one, hopefully. Well, my wife goes in Thursday for a surgery. It takes 2 to 3 days for the money to transfer. So Friday I should have one at least, so I can ride to work Monday. I'll have a ride to work. Of course, I'm not going Thursday and Friday because I'll be at the hospital with her. But I've got enough money to do that, like I said, and make a nice size donation to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, just as I'd said. That was my plan from the get-go, was if I didn't get enough money to get a scooter, I was going to give all the money to the charity, and if I got enough money to get the scooter, I would donate the leftovers to the charity. And I got to tell you, people say that the world has turned cold, God is dead, there's no love in the world. That's bull crap, people. I'm going to tell you something. God's alive and well, and He shows it in all of you. I'm not going to run down a list right now. A lot of people wanted to remain anonymous anyway, but I'm going to tell you something. If people think this world has hardened its hearts towards others, and people think this world is a cold and godless place, they're not living in the same world I'm living in, because you people have more love in your heart than I ever dreamed imaginable. Just phenomenal amount of response to the video. There are a good bit of comments, good comments and stuff like that down, on the video itself, but there were 20 times as many people donating as there were people commenting on the video or on my Facebook page. I mean, it just blew my mind. I literally walked into the living room Friday night in tears and told my wife I just could not believe the donations. There were 2 people. I'm trying to think of I can't even think of the word I want to use right now, but there were 2 people by themselves that their donations were enough for me to get a used scooter. I mean, a nice used scooter from those 2 people. It totally rocked my world, and from the bottom of my heart, I could never express just how blown away I am by all of it. So said I'll do a video. I'm not going to name everybody's name in the video, but there are some people that I will. Some people, I said, they asked to remain anonymous, but God bless each and every one of you. And again, I don't care if it's tomorrow, next week, next year, 3 years from now. Find me if you need something, and I'll do everything within my power to make it happen. I mean, I've always been like that, so I'm a man of my word, y'all. Take me at it. Obviously, y'all care about me and like me, and we care about each other as a community. So, with that being said, I want to give back a little bit, and maybe help somebody else out in turn, I guess you could say. I'll say I'm usually, y'all seen my video, I usually know exactly what I'm going to say. I don't script it, I flow with it, but it's just, you don't know what's going on in here, and this is messing with this right now. But what I want to do is I'm going to post a challenge here. I want to put a challenge out to everybody. I want to see what your EDC is. And I know people have done this 100 times over. What's your EDC? What's your EDC? Well, your definition of EDC, it tends to change depending on where you're going and what you're doing. Now, my EDC, which is everyday carry, is my multi-tool, my Swiss multi-tool. I've always got that on me. Church, don't matter. Only place it doesn't go with me is the courthouse. I always have my Victorinox knife, my striker, and I always have a pocket knife, and usually it's my Benchmade little Griptilian, partially serrated. The only reason I keep that is because at work, some of the polyester strapping we use, that cuts through it quicker than anything, and some of the plastic straps they use to hold the bales together, those serrations work better at cutting it than a plain edge knife. So this is what I actually carry every day. The only exception to that is my boots have probably between 15 and 20 feet of paracord on them, and I've always got a paracord bracelet, which is probably another 10 foot of paracord. So I'll say, just to be on the mid side, 15 foot of paracord, and what you actually keep in your pockets every day is what most people probably have as an EDC. Now some people, and I know Dave Canterbury is guilty of this because he can, most people have something like this. The only thing missing is I had to use my bank line, so it's not on there. But I've got a tender tube. I've got my little gigger that Randolph made me, kind of like the little Pathfinder harpoon. Of course, I did a video on this a good while back. That's on there. And then I've got my diamond hone. Let me get this locked back in, y'all. I'm bad about not clipping it when it falls out. I've got a diamond hone, just a little DMT folder that Ryan Ziegler gave me. It's good for keeping a touch up on all my knives. I've got a little pair of pliers that has a screwdriver on each side. This is mainly just, that little pliers is really good at getting little stuff off of you, little ticks, splinters, stuff like that. And of course, either one of the screwdrivers can come in handy. I've got a peanut lighter, and I'll talk about this again in just a minute. And then I've got a P38 can opener. And there was some discussion on Dave's page about this recently, and I said, it also makes a great skinning tool in a pinch, for like squirrel, rabbit, stuff like that. And hopefully here, with it getting cold, I'll be able to demonstrate that soon for you and show it actually being used in a functional way. So that's what I've got on my EDC key ring. But this does not go with me everywhere. So even though this is my EDC carabiner, it's not really my EDC. So here's the gist of it. Here's the rub, as some people say. I want you to post a video in response to this one of what you carry every day. I want to see true everyday carry. And I'm talking rain or shine, you're naked if you don't have it with you, EDC. I don't want to see, a carabiner big enough to tow a Mack truck with your 10-piece kit on it. That's not your EDC. Let's be honest here. Let's use the honor system. I know I've got a great group of people out there. The prepper community as a whole is probably one of the most honest communities out there. We take care of each other. Y'all have proven that time and time and time again. And when I say the prepper community, I'm including the self-reliant people, the Pathfinders. We're all preppers in a sense that we're prepping for what might happen. We're not necessarily end of the world or a world without rule of law, crap hits the fan, that kind of thing. But, the worst case scenario when you're out there in the woods, you fall, you get hurt, your boat capsizes, that kind of thing. We're prepping for that in our training and in our mindset. We're preparing our minds for that kind of thing. So we're all preppers. Some to some extreme, some to others. But anyway, I'm a ramble. I want to see an EDC video of what you actually carry. And, yeah, look, we even talked about this on the page. This knife has a great deal of wear on it. I mean, there's a great deal of wear where the coating is worn off. There's scratches, the clip is, you can tell I wear this every day. The same thing with my Swiss tool. It's smudged all up. The blades are, even though they're in good shape, the serrated blade is worn down where I used it for a good while. You can tell these tools, well, there's still wood shavings in that where I use it a good bit. You can tell when something is used and when it's not. And like I said, that was made mention on Dave's page, is that sometimes you see things and people say, well, this is my EDC, I go out with this all the time. And now I'm not against taking care of your stuff, but there's some people that they have stuff that they claim they've used for months and months and months, and this stuff looks brand new. Nothing fancy about it, But, I mean, if you really truly use something all the time and you put it through its paces, it's not going to look brand new. I don't care how good a care you take of something. If it's a shovel or a knife or a saw and it's got a coating on it that's in pristine shape, it hadn't been used to chop or saw or dig or, I mean, you get what I'm saying. So I want to see your true everyday carry. Post it to this video as a response. Like I said, my wife's going into the hospital on Thursday, so we'll do this. Today's Monday. Monday this coming week is the cutoff date. So today is the 2nd. That would be the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Was that the 10th or the 9th? Give me a second, y'all. Like I said, I'm running slow. Y'all know me. I usually have everything in order, but my brain ain't there yet. So the 10th. Today's the 3rd. So what I mean, I'm a day behind schedule here. Monday the 10th of October is the cutoff date for responding to these videos. That gives you a week. Then I'll put part 2 of this challenge up. And I might even show you what the deal's going to be. Not necessarily say you're playing for a prize right now, because I don't want you to do this for the prize. I want you to do it for this knowledge. I want you to do it for what you've gained from watching the video and for being a part of this challenge. So part 1, you got a week. I want you to seriously think about this now. Your EDC, what you truly carry every day. Now I know some of you may work in a place like a city county complex where you can't take it in with you to work. Maybe you have to leave it in your car. That's fine. But I don't want you to go to your car and get your bug out bag and say, well, this is with me every day. This is my everyday carry. I'm talking about on your person, everyday carry. Appreciate you watching. God loves each and every one of you, and so do I. God bless you for all your help and for all your continued support. My subscriptions have just skyrocketed here as of late, which is another reason I'm doing this. So much appreciative of all of it. Y'all, there's a reason why I'm wearing the sunglasses and the hat. I mean, trust me, it's not that bright out here. Just from right here, y'all. Every one of you. God love you. Catch you here in a week, if not sooner. All right? Peace out.